Coming up on Inside News, the University of Memphis builds a new dormitory.
Plus, how the university is aiming to keep students healthy.
Good morning and welcome to Inside News. I'm Dee Renee.
And I'm Akila Speaks. Thank you for joining us. A petition is underway for student employees to receive higher wages at the University of Memphis. Kelsey Carter has the latest.
The University of Memphis Progressive Student Alliance meets every Wednesday to plan their steps towards getting student employees a living wage on campus. This is the campaign's fourth year at the university. According to Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the living wage in Shelby County is $9.76 an hour. Many student employees receive less than that.
I think it's embarrassing for me to go to university that keeps hundreds of workers in poverty, where our tuition dollars go to support administrative salaries that are like hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Students from the University of Memphis Progressive Student Alliance stood outside in front of this tiger and read a letter that they wrote to interim president Brad Martin stating why they believed student employees should receive the living wage. After reading the letter, members of the PSA took it to the administration building and gave the letter to his secretaries.
The problem with the living wage is that if you put a limit on what you can charge people to work, if you're raising that limit, businesses aren't going to hire, they're going to cut hours.
In a campus-wide email, recently retired U of M President Shirley Raines committed to improving the wages of campus workers.
Right now, we're in a failing economy, and the University of Memphis administration said that in the mission statement that it wants to help grow and prosper our community. But how can it do that if it's paying people poverty wages?
The university's current president has not yet voiced his opinion on the living wage, but the PSA plans to continue pursuing their mission. For Inside News, I'm Kelsey Carter.
If you're looking for a way to get educated on your health, then a health fair is where you need to be. By coming here, it's an easy way to make sure you are living a healthy life and becoming a better you. The Memphis Kwanzaa Community Center held their fourth annual health fair. Its mission is to educate and motivate the urban community in Memphis. The center is partners with the University of Tennessee College of Pharmacy. The focus of this fair is to give information about HIV, STD, and blood pressure. Mental health was another health table set up with giveaways and brochures. The Kwanzaa Center also gave away school supplies for children that lived in the community.
Particularly the African American, because we are number one in every type of health issue that exists.
Events that are held include art exhibits and spoken word. They also hold Kwanzaa, which is a 7-day event to enlighten the 7 principles of Kwanzaa.
Out with the old and in with the new, the University of Memphis will be replacing the Richardson Towers dormitory. Cormac Parker has the story.
Due to old age and failure to meet building codes, the old Richardson Towers will be demolished within the next year. Freshman Wesley Roberts, who currently lives on the 5th floor of Richardson, is excited about the new building.
I'm really looking forward to the new residence hall that they're going to build. I've seen the pictures, I've heard RAs talk about it, and I really think it's going to be like the next big residence hall people are going to be living at here at Memphis.
Resident Life Organization has put focus groups in place to receive students' input on the new building. Officials say it will be a hybrid of Living Learning Center and Carpenter Complex dormitories. Not everyone here at the University of Memphis is excited about the new building at Richardson Towers.
I currently work at the Little Shop of Towers, which is on the boys' side of Richardson Towers. Currently, there's going to be a remodelization of the tower, so they're going to tear this part down. My feeling about it is that it's okay because it's time for a renovation. At the same time, for me working here, it's going to be kind of like a struggle because I don't know if we're going to be in a new building or I'm going to have to find a new job. So it's going to be kind of a struggle for me.
She doesn't have to worry about going anywhere for a while. That's because renovations are at least a year away. The architectural firm is still in the design phase. For Insight News, I'm Cormac Parker.
Guns allowed in churches. Beale Street is being extended, and the U of M prepares for their homecoming. Coming up next.
There's no place like home.
Getting home safely is just a click away. But making sure your child is in the right seat is just one of the steps down the road to safer travels.
I don't know how it works.
Find the right seat for your little one's age and size.
We've done what you told us.
There's no better way to get home safely. Know for sure that your child is in the right seat. Get all the facts at safercar.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Get your ass on your seat. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
In Mississippi, it is legal to openly carry a gun. However, some residents are split on the issue. Here's the story.
The open carry law is nothing new to the state of Mississippi. The law has been on the books since 1890. The courts just recently defined the rules a little more. The law as defined says, adults don't need a permit to carry a gun unless it's concealed.
Here in Mississippi, with an enhanced gun license, you're able to take one of these to church.
As far as I feel about the open carry law, that's just a personal choice, whether or not somebody wants to do that or not.
The minimum age to open carry is 18. Places such as restaurants and bars have the right to refuse entry with a firearm. Texas and Arizona are two other states with the open carry law. The state of Tennessee does not. In Mississippi, you are not required to have a class to carry a concealed weapon. In Tennessee, an 8-hour class, a range test, and a written test are required. Some Mississippians are unsure how the open carry law is actually outlined.
If you get your concealed carry permit and you pass your background check, then you should be able to legally carry a firearm. But without that, I believe you should not everybody needs to be carrying a gun out in the open.
One thing is for sure, the new definition of the law is not leaving some Mississippi residents resting easy. Dee Renee, Insight News. This month, a street in Memphis was named to a top position in one survey in a poll done by USA Today. Beale Street was voted America's favorite iconic street. Mayor Warden met with the Memphis City Council to talk about the famous street last Tuesday. In the City Council meeting, the mayor outlined a plan to grow the entertainment side of Beale Street for when the city gains control of the strip in the next 2 months. Warden and City Council want to create an opportunity to open more shops, bars, and venues further down the strip in order to attract more people downtown. The plan is to extend all the way down to Riverside Drive in order to combine the attractions of Beale Street with the Mississippi River. Currently, Performance Entertainment is involved in a bankruptcy case, and the city will regain the lease and the rights to the street when the case is settled in court. The final stages of the lawsuit involve paying a loan that the real estate company accepted in order to make improvements to Handy Park. Warden's plan involves paying off.
I think that's a wonderful thing. That's what we need to do, take care of our city.
The City Council management firms to run the district in the future. Several businesses on Beale Street have experienced long-term success. Wharton plans to extend the area for new businesses to jump in.
A youth organization visits the U of M to bring younger and older generations together. Setting the Standards holds meetings each week to discuss upcoming events such as volunteer work, business meetings, and mentorship programs. Their goal is to motivate the younger generation on becoming successful. Through multiple discussions, they keep track of what has not been done.
I'm the administrative assistant here with SCS Enterprise. Some of our upcoming events is Bridging the Gap, October 26, 2013. We'll be having our Senior Appreciation Day, where we'll just go and, spend some time with our seniors, bridge that gap between two generations.
Bridge the Gap volunteers range from college students to local participants. STS gains more members each year and are striving for more. Until then, they will continue to help out the Memphis community.
Homecoming is on the horizon for the University of Memphis football team. The U of M is set to host in-state rival University of Tennessee at Martin on November the 9th at the Liberty Bowl. In last year's matchup, the Tigers lost a close game 20-17 to the visiting Skyhawks. Memphis quarterback Jacob K had 157 passing yards and 1 touchdown passing along with running back Gerald Rhodes, who had 24 carries for 106 yards with a rushing touchdown in the losing effort. The last homecoming win for the Tigers came in 2009 with a 35-20 victory over the University of Texas, El Paso.
And when we come back, the Mid-South takes steps to make hearts healthier, and the University of Memphis breaks a world record by doing sit-ups.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. Since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
That's low. That's low.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
There are many people who hold rare records, but for hundreds of U of M students and faculty, they earned that distinction and got some exercise in the process. The record for most people doing sit-ups at one time was broken in the Alumni Mall this week. The previous mark was 250. The event is part of the Midday Moves, the U of M's daily exercise program.
Under the Midday Moves initiative, all campus departments are tasked with having several days each semester. So we've already done Tai Chi, and that's really the point of Midday Moves, is to think about moving 15-20 minutes a day on the Alumni Mall, starting at 12:30.
The record breakers got free food from Tiger Dining.
That does it for our program this morning. Thank you for joining us, and tune in again next week for another edition of Insight News.
Thank you and have a great day.